Hey, what's up, Rattlers? So I'm here in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, just in time for the Hamburg Reptile Expo. I've heard a lot about this expo, but this is my first time actually coming to check it out for myself. So I'm really looking forward to getting in there and checking out some really awesome reptiles and some really awesome reptile vendors, and, you know, sucking in my gut and taking a couple of selfies with all the rattlers from this side of the world. So I'm gonna go in and check out the Hamburg Reptile Expo.
I'm Dāv Kaufman, and I tour the world to see how reptiles are living in the wild. And while I'm at it, checking out some of the most amazing facilities and reptile expos as well. It's all about learning, appreciation, and conservation. So come with me and join my reptile adventures.
At Zilla, we are dedicated to the innovation of caging, lighting, and equipment solutions that provide proper husbandry for your pet's long and happy life. To see our entire catalog, visit zillarules.com.
So I'm not going to do the Rattle-On Awards at this expo because it's the first time that I've been here and I just want to walk around and check it out. One of the things that makes this expo so unique is just the amount of variety that's here. There are some reptiles here I have not seen at any other expo. Wait until you see these chameleons over here at Chameleons by Design. All right, so this is Greg Meehan from Chameleons by Design. Look at this chameleon.
This is Amazing Blue. He is male ambanja.
This species is from Madagascar.
Captive bred. Amazing Blue lineage. Some tree candy in there. Need to mist them 2 to 3 times daily. Like 85, 95 degree temperatures, higher humidity from Madagascar, from the rainforest.
Right.
Nighttime temperature drops down into the 70s, 60s. They can handle it down into the 50s if needed.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
This is an ambilobe, also a panther chameleon.
Right.
Yellow body, blue bar, some oranges in them. He's about a year old. They eat bugs. Pretty much all kinds of bugs. Crickets, roaches, super worms, hornworms. Breeding them's not too difficult. It's just raising up the young is the hardest part.
Yeah, and at what age do panther chameleons become sexual and mature?
They can go there at about 4 months to 5 months old. Some take longer. Females usually 9 months to a year. This is a wild caught from Madagascar. Came in labeled as an ambilobe. Need them for fresh blood for breeding purposes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Females can lay 25 to 35 eggs at a clutch. They can lay up to 3 clutches a year. The prices range. Males are anywhere from $300 on up, and females range at $200 on up.
It's pretty affordable.
This is a female ambanja. This is my purple guy's sister. She's 9 months old also, and she is ready to breed. She's receptive now.
Wow, look at those reds coming out and those pinks. And the coloration is basically what tells you that they're receptive to start breeding.
Yes. Chameleons do everything by visual sight. They don't make noise. Everything's a visual attraction. She's ready to breed. They turn nice and pink and colorful. And the males fire up to their best colors also. If she's not ready to breed, she will turn black and be hissing and attack them to keep them away.
But if they're fired up like that, they're ready to go.
They're usually ready to go.
Fantastic. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for showing off your chameleons here. These are just amazing.
Chameleons by design.
Right on. Kelly with Leapin' Leechies. You have some of the most amazing geckos from New Caledonia. We just got to see them all, but we don't have time. But show us some of them. Show us some of your favorites.
So this is a male brosse, and brosse is French for brush, which the island looks like a brush. Half of the island is low trees, and the other on the other side of the island are very high trees.
Yep, I remember it well.
And this is a male with some nice pink pattern. You can probably see it pretty well under the light. And they're known for having a diagonal stripe on the neck, which you can sort of see there. Of course, some of them it's very distinct. The wild-caught ones, it's extremely distinct. But on this guy, you can see that little diagonal line there. And that's kind of the pretty much the distinct feature of this locale. And then we got Bubba.
Oh, yes. I think I've met Bubba before.
Probably.
Yeah.
Bubba's a pure yate. One of the GT forms that gets real bulky, real heavy, as you can see.
So yate is one of the largest forms of leechies.
Absolutely, yep.
We actually went to yate when I was there.
See any leechies?
No, and it was raining and just awful. We drove all the way out there, and I would have loved to see these guys out there, but oh well. We saw plenty of others on the island, so
awesome.
it was really cool. So,
Jealous.
how old is Bubba?
Bubba's about 13 at this point.
13.
Yep. And he's still producing really well. Obviously, I've got some in their 30s that are producing really well.
Nice. So how long have you been breeding leechies?
About 15 years now.
About 15 years, wow. All right, so you have a gecko that I am really going to get into here, the gargoyle geckos. So this one is really high red.
Yep. Being male, I guess they call them super stripes. Although the super stripes usually have the stripe on the side.
Right. All right, so that one really has the
stripe on the
right,
side.
the really predominant stripe on the side.
Yep, which he's not fired up at all.
But
that
he's
one's
still
sort of
gorgeous,
fired up,
even
but
not fired up.
Yep, and you can see that stripe on the side. That's what people are looking for, of course.
Right.
Super stripe.
That is incredible. And then this guy who's now sitting.
Now he's mellow.
Yeah, now he's mellow out, just sitting there. That is just a gorgeous gargoyle gecko. And you know, these like crested geckos, they don't need UV.
Correct.
You know, and sexual maturity is what, at about a year?
Year and a half.
Year and a half, right.
You can definitely get them going a year and a half.
Right. And I really believe that gargoyle geckos are going to not replace cresties by any means, but they're certainly coming up in their popularity.
Absolutely. A lot of the people that were into crescents to start, they got into the gargoyles. Honestly, I went from leechies and I was like, yeah, the gargoyles are okay. They kind of look like a frog, but after a while of the colors and getting into them, I'm sold on them.
Right.
So, you know, got a ton.
All right, so this one is a super blotch.
Yeah, it's a blotch headed to super. It shows a lot of red base color too, so when it fires up, it definitely looks like a super blotch. Sometimes the super blotches will have a little bit more concentration of blotch.
Right, wow. And so the super blotch is 2,000.
Yeah.
And the super stripes are about 2,000 as well.
And these are both big, they're both males, so that's sometimes the hardest thing is to find males.
Absolutely. All right, so I see you have some Chihuahua geckos as well.
So it would be considered a white collar with kind of a salmon colored orange base.
Very nice.
It's a female.
All right, so what is the difference in care between the gargoyles and the leechies and the Chihuahuas?
Well, I would say for sure the Chihuahua require more humidity. They don't bury their eggs when they lay their eggs.
Right.
So in the wild, they lay their eggs near very humid areas where the gargoyles and the leachianas bury their eggs. So you have to assume they come from a super humid environment. Obviously, if you leave their eggs out for more than a day, they desiccate.
Right.
So they need to be somewhere where it's 80, 90 plus, I would say, the humidity for them. For sure, higher humidity, higher calcium. A lot of times you'll see the Chihuahua will get real skinny and real pelvic. I find that to be, again, humidity. If they're not humid enough, they don't eat enough. If they don't eat enough, they don't hold their weight.
Right.
They deplete the calcium, and then they're all messed up. So it's definitely a really important thing to keep a high calcium intake and keep them real humid.
All right, Steve, well, thank you so much for showing us off all your really awesome geckos. I'm going to bite the bullet and get gargoyle geckos one of these days, and I'm going to contact you when I do. So how do people get a hold of you?
For sure, the easiest way to get me is a phone number, believe it or not. 201-406-6655 is the easiest way to reach me. I do have email. Don't always check it. That's
I know how that
Facebook,
goes.
I have other people checking my Facebook. So just calling me on the phone is the easiest way.
Sounds good. All right, man. Well, have a good show. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
that makes this expo unique is that they allow venomous sales here. Check out these amazing venomous snakes. So this is Nick. Nick is, you're the caretaker of all these snakes, or?
No, so these are Jesse snakes. I help him sell them. I do have my own venomous snakes at home.
Gotcha.
But these are the ones that, like, you know, we breed or we sell stuff.
All right, so these are Jesse's. He's in the blue shirt down there. All right, so we have a whole table full of venomous snakes. One of them caught my eye. This one right here.
Yeah, so what he's called is a bubblegum Western Diamondback. He's the same as any other Western Diamondback as far as genetics go. What this guy is that they breed them with different genetics.
Right.
And they make them special colors, like same that they would do with a ball python
Absolutely.
or something. This is called the bubblegum morph. There's your regular albinos. There's stuff like that. The Western Diamondbacks are just getting more and more morphs.
Yeah, there's a ton of morphs of Western Diamondbacks now.
There
like
is,
this one's a
yeah.
melanistic Western Diamondback.
Yes, he's a hypomelanistic.
Look at that. So now this Diamondback will get more and more darker as he ages, correct?
He's not going to be pitch black like a lot of true melanistic animals, but he'll be pretty close. He'll just be broken up by kind of these dark, these brown
Right.
bands, but he will be a lot darker as he gets older.
All right, let's move on from rattlesnakes to cobras. Look at these two right here.
Yeah, these guys are leucistic monocled cobras. So they're the ones you're going to find over in Asia stuff. Same deal as the Western Diamondbacks. They're just bred to be a different color.
Right, right.
In the wild, they're typically like a more brownish gray color, and they'll have a big O on the back of their hood.
Right. What are these cobras' temperament like?
You know, it does depend on, you know, individual species. Any animal can react differently to different situations. Monocled cobras tend to be very bluffy. Inside their cage, they'll hood up, they'll strike. Once they get into a position, just like most snakes, they would rather flee than fight because they know, even though they could hurt us, we could ultimately hurt them as well. You should never trust the fact that it will bluff because ultimately that's when it's going to actually bite you.
Right.
As far as cobras go, they're very easy to read.
Yeah.
They're not going to fly at your face like some. Like I said, individual ones can vary. I've met some that'll act like a king snake, corn snake. I've met some that'll give you a run for your life.
Yep. Yep. All right, so let's move on to some of the vipers that we have here.
These are Atheris calecus. They're West African bush vipers.
Right. Those are amazing looking.
If you look at the male, there's a huge size variation between males and females.
Right. So this is the male, that is the female, and these are the same age?
Correct.
Wow.
Neither of them are full grown, but they're the same age. So care for these guys is not exceedingly difficult, but they do have some very specific husbandry requirements that if they are not met, they will perish. Standing water is the big one. They will not drink from it. You have to use a mister or like something like that where they can sip off the leaves. Adults that are well established in captivity may start to drink out of it, but in the wild they typically only drink when it starts to rain and stuff, so that's how they're going to drink. You want something where they can keep humidity that'll help them shed. You can put them in like a nice big planted exoterra, stuff like that, and you'll really just see the colors pop in that
Absolutely. Wow, these are great. All right, so how much are these vipers going for?
That depends entirely on the species. So like these guys you see here are 125.
Yep.
These guys are a little harder to find. They're a different species. I mean, I can pull one of those out.
Yeah, those are amazing
crazy
looking.
So these guys are the same genus. They're Atheris broadleyi. They're a little harder to find, not quite as common in captivity.
Right.
So they're going to be about $300.
$300 each.
Yeah.
All right, so with all these awesome rattlesnakes around here, I just had to get one. And here he is. Look at that beautiful rattlesnake. That baby's gonna sit right on my desk. So awesome. What's your name?
JJ.
JJ, what'd you get here?
A emerald tree boa.
Whoa. That is a beautiful one. Are you working with emerald tree boas?
This would be my first one, but I've had Amazons and I've had carpet pythons, so that's been like my predecessor to this.
Right, next step up. All right, what did you get here at the show?
I got a female lesser clown.
Oh man, that is nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Are you working with ball pythons exclusively, or what else do you work with?
Just ball python.
Just ball pythons. Awesome. Well, great meeting you, man. All right, take care. What did you guys get here at the show?
More or less crocodile.
Whoa. Nice. So do you guys work with crocodilians?
I got a big gator at home.
Nice.
Venomous snakes.
Awesome. Wow, fantastic.
Yep.
Wow, man, that's a good addition to your collection. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? All right, what did you get here? Whoa, look at those. Those are awesome. And you got a little enclosure for them there? That's pretty awesome. Are these your first dart frogs?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you excited about it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, have fun. All right, here's a couple of rattlers I just ran into. What did you get there?
This is a super pastel female.
Oh,
She's going to
very
be
nice.
added to our project. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Very
Couldn't
nice.
Pass her up.
What are you thinking of breeding her to?
Probably our yellow belly spark.
Oh, that'll be a nice pairing.
Yeah.
All right.
Really cool. They're about the same age, so we like to kind of like group them together. Like
Fantastic. What a good looking snake. So I just met this rattler. What did you get here? You got some frogs? Did you get those from Mike Novi?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, very cool. Good meeting you. Rattlers, I just wanted to show you this guy. I love huge colubrids, and the black-tailed Crebo is one of the biggest colubrids out there. These guys are from South America, and this one is a female. And the reason I love big colubrids is they're so full of personality. These are just absolutely amazing snakes, and I'm gonna have to get these. For a lot of you guys out there that know that I'm a really big bull snake guy, and these guys are a real distant relative of the Pituophis clan. These are actually Dimacron, and these are related more to indigo snakes. But like bull snakes, these are big colubrids, and I absolutely love them. So, Rattlers, this was just an absolutely amazing show. There is so much variety to see at this show. It's not just a show where you come and you see the same thing at every table. There's a lot of variety, and that's why I really wanted to come out here and check this show out, and I'm really glad I did. So, guys, as always, like this video, share this video, hit that subscribe button when you do, hit that bell so you never miss an upload. And until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.